30 gringos in the back of a pickup going around waving and saying hola, hola. Yeah, it's comical for sure. Most of these precious ones that you see right here, only a few of them will have a mother and a father. Okay, alto. Baco, out of the way.
You've learned Spanish.
Because if you talk slow, then they can understand him.
This is the story of my family. That's me. I'm Michelle. There's Jim Bob, my wonderful husband, and our children. Josh, Jana, John David, Jill, Jessa, Ginger, Joseph, Josiah, Joanna, Jedediah, Jeremiah, Jason, James, Justin, Jackson, Johanna, and Jennifer. If you lost count, that's 17 in all. And I delivered every one of them. There's also one more on the way.
We are not a typical family.
And it's not just because of our enormous size.
We have very conservative values.
Our children watch very little television, and we closely monitor their access to the internet, among other things.
As for school, that happens around the dining room table.
To make ends meet, we own several commercial properties that we rent out.
Even though we're 9 times the size of an average family, we somehow make it all work.
Waiting. Excellent.
This is the 3rd day. We're getting ready to go in to another orphanage, and we're actually going to try to bring not only gifts for the children, but we're also bringing just some basic supplies.
Well, it's kind of like an orphanage. It's for really poor families, and they drop their kids off during the day so they can work. It's kind of like a daycare, but it's really, really on the bad side of town.
My heart really does go out to these people. I mean, there's great needs here, but there also is great hope. I think when they see us coming here, this is not the end. This is the beginning of a long line, and so I think it's a great amount of support that's coming in, and I hope that more people will see this and that will really have the burden themselves to come down here.
Yeah, I think if more people knew about this in the United States, they would try to help people out down here, but I guess it's something most people don't even know about.
We got 12 vests. Smile.
Demasiado gringos.
In El Salvador, to be called a gringo is not derogatory at all. It's simply to be called an American. 30 gringos in the back of a pickup going around waving and saying hola, hola to the only Spanish word we know, and I don't even think Jim Bob knows that one. Yeah, it's comical for sure.
Since the older ones and my dad left, it's been pretty much my mom and I doing everything, which actually hasn't been that hard because the little ones have really tried to help, and they've done a lot of the work, cleaning and stuff, and have done a very good job.
These little guys have been good helpers. They have really tried to do a lot of the big ones' jobs. It just is a little slower and maybe not quite as efficient.
Mucho gusto.
Buenos dias. This particular region, they have provided a daytime orphanage. So in other words, most of these precious ones that you see right here, only a few of them will have a mother and a father. Some of them have lost their mother and father, and friends and relatives are trying to take care of them. But because the situation is so desperate, what they receive here, this will be their only meal for the day that they will receive. What this daytime orphanage provides for these dear children is critical. And just so we understand that the budget for this daytime orphanage is $60 a month.
For all of them?
For all the children that you see here, only $60.
We brought a whole bunch of food in boxes and stuff that will be probably meals for maybe for a whole month for these children. Probably more food than what they normally get. And so hopefully this will be a special treat. And we're hoping that even through this show that many people will get involved in helping these children and investing in their lives.
Going over there was a real eye-opening experience just to see that not the whole world lives like everyone here in America.
It's a great help when the people come because always Americans have a great heart to share with the people here in El Salvador.
Okay, hit pinata. Oh, yeah. That's a universal language, is candy.
Jimbo needs to work in his Spanish.
Back-o, out of the way.
He thinks if he talks slow enough or kind of has their accent, like, okay, my name is Jim Bob.
Yeah, alto. I see that on the stop signs around. That means stop. So I said alto when they're hitting each other. When they were hitting the pinata, I'd say alto to make sure they stop.
God help him.